All right, so this goes back to the trust issue. This has kind of been the theme of the day, and I don't think we meant it to be the theme of the day, but it has been the theme of the day. Mosley, Robertson, Rakestraw, all competing for the starting nickel spot. And I'm going to repeat what I said yesterday. You know what I love about Dan Campbell? He doesn't blow smoke. He's not going to sit there and tell you how great a unit's going to be. He's going to say things like, I like what I've seen so far, but I want to see this, and I want to see that, and I want to see how it translates on tape, and I want to see the ferociousness, etc., etc. Now, at this point, those three names, especially when you're talking about Brad Holmes at the helm, my level of concern, Spenny, is negative 5. I don't have any concern. I guess for me it'd be like, okay, which one is it?
Yeah.
But if these guys haven't shown you, Mac and Spenny, that they know what the heck they're doing and they know how to build a roster, again, that's your fault.
Yeah, and that's what it is. And you've got Brian Branch is moving the safety full-time is what it's going to be next year. Is Brian Branch is going to be your strong safety next year. So they're testing out different things at that nickel spot. And early returns is that Amik Robertson, the guy they brought in from the Raiders, is the lead in the clubhouse to play that nickel spot. But Ennis Rakeshaw, it's kind of like last year with Branch. This rookie has been forcing the hand of the coaching staff throughout camp because he's just been popping off, making plays, being physical, creating turnovers. It's like we have to get him on the field somehow, and so they're throwing him in contention with the other two vets to see if he can win that spot.
And, Mac, that's the situation. We were talking about this yesterday. Like it or not, most of these spots are already set. These guys know what they're going with. And I think sometimes people try to make drama where their drama isn't there. But you know from being in professional camps, every now and again there's that guy that maybe you didn't have even penciled in that comes in and goes, all this dude has done is come in and work.
I was that guy. When I made the roster, dude, I mean, you asked Scotty Bowman, you know, old Chicago Stadium, 5-on-5, me and Cam Russell twice in the middle of it, and he said, "Is like I cannot not have this. I don't know what it is, but I need it."
You were probably a year early, right?
I was probably but I knew. See, that's what I tell everybody out there, man. It's like it doesn't matter, and they have their plans. But go in there like Branch did, like Enos is doing or whatever, and you have your plan. Now, if it doesn't play out, but you've thrown everything out there, like I did everything I could do, right? And it was just one of these things that it was the perfect storm where Scotty Bowman was a new coach and he wanted to bring something in. I knew the role that I wanted to play, and it's being, you know, the setup guy, the light guy for Proby or for whoever else with Joey down the road. So I knew my role and stuff, and I yes, but I think in the whole scheme of things, if things didn't change and they didn't lose the year before to Toronto and stuff like that, where changes were made, it was just taking the availability. Same with Drapes. Drapes did the same thing. He was down in the minors until like November, but forced himself up. You know, so to your point, yes, there is an idea, but all great coaches and GMs, those ideas can change when guys
100%.
succeed. And it's all about who's going to be the next man up. And the fact, if they're competing this hard and you have a rookie and, you know, because you have a veteran in Mosley that you don't know, you know, that you in the back of your mind, you're probably, he's going to get hurt, right? So you have three guys right there competing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what also great competition inside your team is what happens.
Well, and you know what, Spenny, I think you bring up a great point. We all know how this town is. We love those guys that we can relate to, okay? We love those guys like Darren McCarty, although I tell anybody that, listen, he isn't the Cinderella story that some people have made him to be. I saw him in junior. The dude was a stud, okay? Could do a little bit of everything. But honestly, a guy like Ennis, that's the type of guy that Spenny, this town could fall in love with this guy. Just go out there and quote unquote beat the odds. Nobody thought that you'd be here except for you, right? I mean, that's Justin, I hear you. That's the guy that people, all of a sudden, people are going to put a hug around him. All of a sudden, he's going to be in here with a sponsor type of thing. Hey, it's an Ennis Thursday talking to Darren McCarty and Neil Rule or Spenny, whatever the case may be. That's a dude that could get big here.
Spenny, is he this year's Malcolm? Like, is he like, and you were the first one on the Malcolm Rodriguez bandwagon because of the work ethic and because, sort of he wasn't supposed to not only, be a starting linebacker, but also could the way that fans have fallen in love. And you look at what Malcolm's done, right? Started out starter, but now he's a backup, but he's an elite special teamer.
Yeah.
So fan favorite in that sort of way? Is that what you see out of Rakestraw?
He's definitely a fan favorite, but I would say he's more this year's Brian Branch.
Okay.
Because he is that second round
That's
pick.
a big statement, dude.
It is. And I don't know if he's going to be on the same level of player as Brian, but second round pick, should have been a first round pick on everybody's board, has that chip on his shoulder. He's going to come in here, and the thing that popped was when he put the pads on. When they put the pads on, he started popping. He started being physical, jamming guys at the line, making them miss. And shout out to Easy Camp today. He was going one-on-one with J-Mo in drills. The first rep they had, J-Mo trucked him, ran right through him, made the catch. The second rep they had, and it slammed J-Mo to the ground. Like, they're going at it. They're going at it. They're scuffling.
I want that.
He is a guy that fans are going to love.
Check that in my veins, baby. I want that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Is he Mississippi? Where's
Missouri?
Missouri.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what else I want? I want J-Mo back on punts and kicks, damn it.
I don't.
I'm sorry. A guy like that, he's a weapon. Let him go be a weapon. Let him go
Just
be a
makes me
weapon.
I'm gonna say no for now. Let's let him establish himself and get the confidence he can build into that. Sort of how they do it with Amon-Ra St. Brown right now when they sort of need it. I think that he could be back there at different times, but I don't want to hang him back there just because, Sean, number one is if he was full-time, my concern for injury, not at the wide receiver position, but in some goofy roll-up in a punt return.
He's too essential for this offense this year.
Can I tell you, though, especially with the kicking changes and everything, I just don't worry about it like I used to.
Okay,
That's fair.
that's fair.
Don't.
That's fair.
I really now punts are different. Okay, in the since we're all being fair and nice to each other, punts are different. I mean, with the kick return stuff now. By the way, have you seen the onside kick changes and everything?
Yeah, you have to say you're going to do it. You can
can't-
only do it if you're
when
down.
you're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you can't steal a possession with an onside punt or onside kick anymore.
Dude, I'm sorry. I love when a coach rolls out in the middle of the second quarter. Oh, we just kicked a field goal to go up 10-7, and dude rolls with an onside kick.
That's how Sean Payton won the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love that. It's just, I think it's stupid. Now, hey, listen, I might be in the minority. I just think an explosive guy like that, you find a way to put the ball in his. Although I don't think we're going to have that problem this year.
Yeah, I don't either.
Not as in years gone by.
I don't think and here's to your argument: if you were having trouble finding him touches,
Yes.
you might put him back there. I don't think you're going to have trouble finding him touches.
I don't think that's going to be the issue this year. I really don't.
But I think that, to your point, if he's ready, so that I think that they'll throw him in, as a wrench.
That's
you know what I'm saying, in a game or whatever like that. I wouldn't mind seeing, Williams, you'd throw the other team off.
You know what? I want to see J-Mo back there returning kicks. I want to see J-Mo back there returning kicks in the NFC Championship game, in the Super Bowl. Not during a regular season game in Chicago or against the Rams or anything like that. High leverage, especially with what it is now. If you kick it in the end zone, the offense gets it at the 35.
Yeah.
So put J-Mo back there to put the fear of God into that opposing team. First kickoff in the NFC Championship game, you got two returners back there. Make it Jamison Williams and Jahmyr Gibbs. Say, you're either kicking it to one of our studs or we're getting it at the 35. Make your choice.
Give him a takeoff strip
Yeah.
as opposed to a landing strip. Let him pick up some speed. Like honestly, the pants come around my ankles just thinking about it. Like I'm serious. Whoa!
I thought you were comparing 70s porn to like 2010 porn.
Jeez, so feet, man. No, I'm excited about that.